So word of mouth is kind of the whole I guess concept behind Contagious. How do you increase the word of mouth of something? And I think a lot of marketing people kind of think of that as just like one of the channels amongst many other channels, but you kind of set it
Yeah.
categorically as its own thing. Why is word of mouth so important, and why is it maybe different than a lot of the other channels?
I think it's important to take a step back, right? In today's day and age, it's clear word of mouth is out there. We see it every time we get on social media. But brands have only begun to realize the power of word of mouth. Word of mouth is not new. Most word of mouth, you might guess if you haven't read the book, most word of mouth is actually offline, not online. If you ask most people what percent of word of mouth is offline, they go, oh, maybe 5, maybe 10%. Actually, about 80 to 90% of all word of mouth is offline. So most of it is face-to-face, but it has some really nice properties. As brand managers, as entrepreneurs, we think it's all about paid media. Right? I need to pay to leverage a channel to get my message out there. But the best channel out there is your existing customers or clients. It's the people that already like and are using your stuff. And the question is, well, how can I find just 1 or 2 people for each of those people to tell about it? How can I motivate them, not by paying them, but by understanding why people share, to get them to pass my idea on, or pass my product, or pass my service on? A dollar spent on word of mouth goes 10 times as far as a dollar spent on traditional advertising. People trust word of mouth a lot more. If our friend or colleague says something, we're much more likely to listen to it because we know they're not trying to convince us or trying to get us to buy something. And it's much more targeted. Right? What's great about word of mouth is, if you're a middle manager at a software firm, you probably know lots of other middle managers at software firms. And so if we can get our new thing to spread to you, you're going to be able to spread it to lots of other people like you. And so I think it's clear. We all know word of mouth is valuable, right? If any of us do those sort of questions and customer surveys where we ask, hey, where'd you find out about us? Most of us are finding out that word of mouth, whether we're in a B2C business or a B2B business, most of our business comes in through word of mouth. And so though the key question, I think, is, okay, we know word of mouth is valuable. We know it's driving our business. How do we get more of it? And that's really where I think Contagious adds some value. It's not just saying, hey, word of mouth is out there and it's important, but it kind of walks through some research-driven findings to say, how can you get more of it? Right? Yes, you want word of mouth. You want to turn those customers into advocates. How can we do that? What are principles that drive sharing, and how can we leverage them?
Did you like what you just saw? Well, great, because our YouTube channel is chock full of tips on how to grow your online business and learn from the best in the industry. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so you never miss out. And if you're looking for the absolute best software for entrepreneurs at the lowest possible price, then you should absolutely head over to appsumo.com and subscribe to our email list. Heck, we'll even throw in 10% off your first order just to make it a no-brainer. Now, you're in on one of the best kept secrets in software.